Welcome to the Echoes of Time channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on rare historical photos and the compelling stories that are waiting for you to explore. Two young newsboys stand on a New York street in 1896 holding stacks of newspapers, their faces looking far older than their years. This photo powerfully reveals the struggle for survival and the early maturity of working children in that era. Two young newsboys stand on a New York street in 1896 holding stacks of newspapers, their faces looking far older than their years. This photo powerfully reveals the struggle for survival and the early maturity of working children in that era. An electric street cleaning machine appeared on the streets of Berlin in 1907 with a massive design, big wheels, and exposed mechanical parts. This was one of the very first modern devices used for urban cleaning in Europe at the start of the 20th century. The Great Depression in the United States during the 1930s was a time of deep economic crisis, with unforgettable images of unemployed families, wandering children, and makeshift shanty towns springing up everywhere. Society was painted in dark, somber tones, but it also showed the incredible resilience and unity of Americans in the face of hardship. A young shoe-shine boy works intently on a New York sidewalk in 1950, his customer sitting on a high chair, foot resting on the stand. This photo captures the pulse of street life and the common sight of child labor in big cities during that time. A woman sits beneath a bulky hairdryer with tubes and metal parts looking like a bizarre robot machine from the 1910s. This image captures the bold creativity and the unique beginnings of the beauty industry in the early 20th century. A real lion sits between the camera rig and recording equipment, surrounded by technicians getting ready to film. This photo reveals the unique behind-the-scenes moment of the famous MGM logo shoot, where the lion roars right in front of the lens to create an iconic symbol of cinema. A group of workers at the Krasno-Znamya factory in Vyazhniki, Vladimir region, Soviet Union in the 1970s, standing together on the production floor. Dressed in simple work clothes, their faces dotted with sweat. This photo captures the spirit of teamwork and the unmistakable industrial atmosphere of that era. Adolf Hitler stands next to a young member of the Hitler Youth, both looking straight at the camera. This photo captures a propaganda moment, showing the connection between the Nazi leader and the younger generation in Berlin, 1934. A four-member band performs on stage in 1956, all dressed in sharp suits, playing instruments like guitar, drums, and bass. This photo captures the lively atmosphere and the passion for music of that era. 6 African-American soldiers stand around a piano watching intently as one of them plays during a music session. This photo captures a moment of learning, sharing music, and the spirit of unity among the soldiers at a USO gathering. Many glass items of all shapes and colors are neatly arranged on shelves, creating a classic display from the Soviet Union in the 1980s. This photo shows the skill and sense of aesthetics in everyday life during that time. A shoe market in Seoul, 1900, with vendors and customers sitting on the ground surrounded by rows of traditional shoes. This photo reflects the simple trading life and the unique culture of Korea in the early 20th century. East Germany celebrated Berlin's 750th anniversary with a truly unique parade. Groups of young people carried bulky portable computers, showed off wild, stylish hairdos, and strutted in eye-catching bikinis. This event was a blend of modern flair, creative spirit, youthful energy, and the unmistakable festive atmosphere of East Germany in the 1980s. Muhammad Ali stands tall in the boxing ring, his eyes full of determination, his powerful body shining under the arena lights. This photo captures the legendary presence and unbreakable spirit of Ali in the 1970s, the peak of his career in the world of boxing. A Swedish fire truck from 1956 with its classic look bright red paint and ladders and rescue tools on the roof. This image brings to mind the iconic rescue vehicles of Sweden's fire brigades in that era. An elderly woman wears a unique Halloween costume, a black cloak, a tall, pointed hat, and a mysterious white mask. This image brings a sense of both humor and warmth, showing the excitement of older adults joining in the fun of costume celebrations. In 1919, during the flu pandemic, a woman appears with a cloth mask covering her entire face. This image shows the vigilance and determination to protect personal health at a time when the world had just come through war and was facing the threat of a deadly epidemic. Dancers in traditional costumes and large colorful masks performed the Sam dance in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, around 1925. This photo captures the distinctive spiritual culture and the solemn, festive atmosphere of Mongolian life in the early 20th century. A patient is having a chest X-ray taken at Dr. Maxime Menard's radiology department in Cochin Hospital, Paris, around 1914. The X-ray machine is bulky, the doctor is focused on his work, and this photo captures a pioneering moment in the early days of medical imaging in the 20th century. This photo captures the scene of an accident at the 1961 Formula One race. A race car flipped over people rushing to help, thick smoke and dust everywhere, and an atmosphere of intense tension and chaos on the track. A car is prominently displayed at the 1980 British International Motor Show, its boxy, simple design surrounded by visitors and exhibition lights. This photo highlights the presence of Soviet automobiles on the international market during that era. Two young girls stand in front of a snow fort in 1910, their faces beaming full of energy and life. This photo captures the joyful spirit and vibrant energy of childhood during those early winter days of the 20th century. Margaret Gorman, just 16 years old, beams in her elegant outfit holding a sash and a trophy as she's crowned the top winner at a beauty pageant. This image captures the youthful, confident moment of a girl celebrated as a true beauty icon of her time. A 21-year-old woman works intently beside a massive pneumatic grinder in a factory during World War II. This image highlights the crucial role of women in the wartime industry as they stepped in for men took on production jobs and gave their strength to support the home front. Children in uniforms, backpacks on their shoulders, line up to board a yellow school bus in New York, 1964. The scene is busy and familiar, bringing back the classic image of American school days in the heart of the 1960s. A family gathers around a simple dinner table on their farm in 1940, bathed in warm golden lamplight, everyone sharing a meal after a long, hard day's work. This image evokes a deep sense of togetherness, peace, and the cherished traditions of American rural life in that era. An Italian man with a simple ice cream cart serves eager children on the street in 1877. This humble, friendly scene brings back the joy of childhood and the hard-working spirit of traditional street vendors, making a living in 19th century Europe. A truck converted into a mobile shop pulls up by the roadside in a small town sometime in the 1950s to 1970s. People crowd around shopping and chatting, filling the air with a buzz of activity and a vibrant sense of community in these remote countryside towns. In 1941 in Southend Essex, the sound of an accordion fills the air in broad daylight, drawing passers-by to stop and join in a spontaneous dance. Bert Hardy's lens captures the lively, warm atmosphere and the spirit of optimism that brought the community together during the difficult years of war. A young boy stands working in a glass factory in 1890, his face dirty, his eyes tired. This photo powerfully reveals the harsh reality of child labor in industrial factories at the end of the 19th century. An Italian boy tries to help his friend who lost a leg to bombing along a devastated street in 1944. This powerful image captures the pain, the resilience, and the deep friendship that endured through the horrors of war. On a Lufthansa flight, a flight attendant pours fresh beer from a wooden keg and serves ham to the passengers. This image captures the luxury, attention to detail, and unique charm of European airline service in 1963. In 1961 in Connecticut, a salesman refuels a pair of roller skates fitted with tiny engines. This unique image highlights the creativity and the unusual ideas for personal transportation that defined the 1960s. The early 20th century Röntgen machine, with its bulky design, countless tubes, and complex metal parts. This was the very first X-ray device, marking a major turning point in modern medicine. A Victorian-era couple from 1900 sits side by side, faces serious clothes, impeccably neat. A little dog rests at their feet, softening the formality and adding a touch of warmth and intimacy to this classic photograph. Around 1938, a young woman sits with her hands and feet soaking in 4 separate tubs of water, each one connected to a mild electric device. This therapy was believed to improve blood circulation. A group of Columbia University football players heads onto the field in their thick classic uniforms from 1914. This image brings back the excitement and long-standing tradition of early American college sports. A photo of a train car interior from the 1890s featuring fabric-covered seats, large windows, and an elegant atmosphere. The scene exudes the peace and luxury of train travel in that era.